Hey guys, GSP on GSP Talk Sports here, and we're talking football roundup, round 25. So exciting games went down. This Friday 6, Saturday 7, Sunday 8, and I'm going to start with the big one from yesterday: Liverpool versus Man City. So I predicted a Liverpool win. Got this one wrong. It ended up being a 2-1 City win. Could have been 3-1. But a lot more happened in this game than just the scoreline suggests. Liverpool was sixth, remained sixth with the loss. City second, remained second with the win. They made up background on Arsenal, so they keeping the title race close because Arsenal had opened up a 9 point lead and City pulled it back to six, right? Um, there's some stats, by the way. So City with 54% possession, 17 shots, 7 on target. So Alisson doing some good work with the shots on target and stuff. Liverpool with 15 shots, only 4 on target. Ekatike with a big chance, hit it wide. Verts, big chance, saved. And even coming down to the end, McAllister with a big chance and Donnarumma with a world-class save. But the thing about this game, so it was 0-0 halftime, and a classic big encounter. Probably this is the game everybody looks forward to every season: Liverpool versus City. It's no longer the Liverpool Man U or whoever else, Chelsea, Arsenal, whoever. The Liverpool City is the big game of the season, and instant classic. And Dominic Slobosai in the 74th minute hit. Listen, if you didn't see this goal, you need to go back and see this goal. It's a worldly, whoever, boy, a best shot from 30, 35 yards out. Similar to the shot he hit against Arsenal, free kick. So if anything, he's in contention for goal of the season on 2 occasions. So he should have 2 entries for goal of the season, and he should definitely get goal of the season. This goal was out of this world. Roberto Carlos-esque. But Roberto Carlos with the left foot, Szoboszlai with the right, and that bend on that ball, what a beauty. Donnarumma he just stood up and he watched so because probably thinking the ball going out, it hit the inside of the post, so perfect, no chance Donnarumma with his big long self would I even get it, and that should have been the winner of this game. But Liverpool rocked back, started to defend, and invited City, and to their peril, Alisson and all to blame. So City equalized with a goal where Slobosai, I don't know why he playing right back, and those of us playing right back, I don't know what Slotters be thinking with this. He played, who was it? Bernardo Silva, he played him one side, and they end up nicking a goal there. So why you rock back? Keep pressing. Bring on Endo at right back. Keep Szoboszlai in midfield. That's a waste having him in defense as far as I'm concerned. And after that, I don't know what Alisson was thinking. He went and committed a foul. The ball would have probably go out of touch. Right? Brought down the man. The ref gave a penalty. To me, that wasn't no clear goal scoring chance or anything like that. Probably could have been a yellow. Gave a penalty for it, and Haaland, who catches skin whole game, end up scoring the penalty. All right, 2-1. But the thing about it is, nobody ain't talking about Gay supposed to get sent off. Big foul, pulling back Salah. Edge of the box, last defender, preventing definitely a shot on goal, a goal scoring opportunity. He got a yellow, right? He got a yellow for that. And then even at the 2-1, there was a mayhem in the box. Chiesa got brought down. They didn't even replay it to show you whether it's supposed to be a penalty or not. And they just went on with the game. And City scored a third. And it was a comedy of errors with Alisson running out for a corner. Should have run back into his goal. And then Um, I can't remember if it's Turkey or fan. Hit that shot from halfway. The ball basically rolling into goal. And Haaland and Sobasai himself going at it. Sobasai foul Haaland, Haaland foul Sobasai. So both equal fouls. At that point in time, the ball rolling in. They could have just give the goal, right? But as it is, the PGOML, they give Sobasai a red card and disallow the goal. It would not matter at that point in time. It would be 3-1, whatever. But plenty little refereeing decisions, as I say, gay possible red, case a penalty appeal. So a lot of little things. So they trying hard to, I guess, keep City in it, keep the script of the title race going, and that's how it went. Liverpool lost to City 2-1. Liverpool next play at Sunderland, which is a must-win game without Sobasai, who was basically best player on the pitch. And City next host Fulham. So, yeah, keeping up the fight there with the title race as we go. So, going back now to we started on a Friday in EPL. We had Leeds in 16th place versus 17th place Forest. And Leeds with 14 shots, 5 on target. Forest with 16 shots, 6 on target. I predicted a draw. This ended up a 3-1 Leeds win. So Leeds go 9-point clear of the relegation. They're basically safe there. Forest now 3 points, only 3 points above West Ham. So they on 26, West Ham on 23. And Leeds and Spurs, well, Leeds and Spurs should be okay, but West Ham and Forest, they fighting up who will had to get at that 18th place. Forest next was Wolves, big relegation battle there too. And Leeds next play at Chelsea. Then on the Saturday, we start with Man U versus Spurs. Man U in 4th versus 14th place Spurs. And I predicted a draw, got this one wrong. 2-0 Man U. Romero red card for Spurs in the 29th minute. What really going on, Romero? There's match fixing at this point in time. I really don't know. Red card again. Spurs had 7 shots, only 1 on target. Well, Man U, they're like beating 10 men, right? Pumping up the chest. 4-2 in a row. 65% possession, 23 shots, and 10 on target. So they're doing good in the scoring department. Man U next play at West Ham. Can they make it 5 in a row and this poor guy get to cut his hair? Or will West Ham cause an upset? And if the 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th weren't so bad, I think Spurs would have been in trouble. So Spurs really lucky. The next play at Newcastle. And then we're moving on to Bournemouth versus Villa. Bournemouth were in 12th, Villa in 3rd. I predicted a Villa win. Got this one wrong. It ended up 1-1. Bournemouth with 53% possession, 20 shots, 9 on target. And Villa with 7 shots, 4 on target. It was basically a wasteful Bournemouth because Villa was subpar. And they're now just 3 points above 4th place Man U chasing them. They actually led 1-0 in this game and gave it up 1-1. So Bournemouth next play at Everton and Villa next host Brighton. Moving on to Arsenal in 1st place versus Sunderland in 8th. I actually predicted an upset. I predicted a Sunderland win. Got this one wrong. Arsenal 3-0 win. So Arsenal moved 9 points clear until City made up with the win against Liverpool. And Sunderland just a poor display. Arsenal with 16 shots, 5 on target. Sunderland 5 shots, 3 on target. Sunderland next host Liverpool. So Liverpool have to go there and win. Sunderland have been beaten at home for the season so far. So big task there. And Arsenal next play at Brentford. Moving on to Burnley in 19th versus West Ham in 18th. Relegation battle, 6-pointer here. Predicted a draw. West Ham got a 2-0 win. So West Ham now, in the last 5 games, they have 4 wins. Big 3 points there. And then now just 3 points off 17th. So big win for them. And 2 first half goals for them. And Burnley, it was a must win. And this was basically the game that sent them down to relegation. Well, they had a whole season coming to try to do something. And yeah, West Ham basically relegated them there. Burnley next play at Palace and West Ham next host Man U. Fulham in 9th versus Everton in 10th. So mid-table battle here. Fulham, I predicted a Fulham win. Got this one wrong. Everton won. Everton with 2 late goals in the 75th and the 83rd own goal. Everton with 45% possession, 16 shots, 3 on target, and Fulham with 13 shots, 3 on target. And Fulham actually led 1-0. Everton won 1-0. Everton won 1-0. So Everton moved from 10th to 8th, and Fulham moved from 9th to 10th. So kind of swapping around there. Fulham next play at City, and Everton next host Bournemouth. And then we had 20th place Wolves versus 5th place Chelsea. And Wolves with 11 shots, 3 on target. By the way, I predicted that Chelsea win, got this correct, 3-1. Chelsea with 66% possession, 15 shots, and 6 on target. And Cole Palmer hat-trick, 2 penalties, and another goal in the first half, by the way. So keeps them 1 point behind Man U. So they're in 5th, 1 point behind Man U. The next host Leeds, and Wolves next at Forest. So Rosano with 4 wins. Yeah, big start to his coaching career at Chelsea here. So I'm sure my boy Alex would be happy, Chelsea boy. Continuing Saturday in the EPL, we had Newcastle in 11th versus Brentford in 7th. I predicted a Newcastle win, got this wrong as well. It was a 3-2 Brentford win. So Brentford with 11 shots, 5 on target, and Newcastle with 54% possession, 16 shots, 4 on target. So Newcastle moved from 11th to 12th with that loss, and Brentford they stay 7th. So Brentford actually complete the league double versus Newcastle, and topsy-turvy, and yeah, Brentford end up winning 3-2. So Newcastle next play at Spurs, and Brentford next host Arsenal. So it doesn't get easier for them there. Saturday in La Liga, we had Barca first top of the table in La Liga versus Mallorca 14th place. And I predicted a Barca win. Yeah, well, I guess I could predict a Barca win right through. 3-0 Barca. Comfortable win for them. They went 4 points clear. And the next play, Atletico Madrid in the Copa del Rey semi-final. They had 75% possession, 14 shots, 7 on target. So really comfortable. And Mallorca next play Betis. So moving on to Sunday, we had Brighton in 13th versus Palace in 15th. And I predicted a Brighton win. And I got this wrong. Palace won. And this is their first win in 12 matches. So 12 match winless run over for them. After a goalless first half, they nicked the 1-0. They had 7 shots, 4 on target. And Brighton with 64% possession, 7 shots, only 2 on target. So have themselves to blame there. Brighton next play at Villa, and Palace next host Burnley. And we talked about the big one, the Liverpool versus City. Didn't go according to how I wanted it to go for my team. So my team has to keep fighting there to try to get our Champions League place. Sunday in La Liga, we had Valencia versus Real Madrid. Real in 2nd versus 16th place Valencia. And Valencia with 7 shots, none on target. Real with 60% possession, 11 shots and 6 on target. And it was a goalless first half. And Real got the job done, winning 2-0. And Arbeloa with 7th league win in a row for Arbeloa. So good work by him in taking over at Real Madrid in the hot seat there. And the next play Sociedad, Real Madrid next play Sociedad. So Ala Madrid there, in Madrid keeping pace and getting back to 1 point behind Barca. And then Sunday in Serie A, we had Juve in 4th versus Lazio in 8th. I predicted that Juve win. Got this one wrong. It was a 2-2 draw. And Juve with 63% possession, 34 shots, and only 8 on target. And they basically have themselves to blame for just salvaging the draw with the 96-minute equalizer. And really disappointing for Spalletti's men. And they remain 3 points off 3rd place Napoli. And they next go to Inter. So not a easy run out there. And Lazio next play in the Coppa Italia versus Bologna. So yeah, let me know what you think about this weekend gone game. And don't forget, JSP and JSP Talk Sports, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.